All right, what's going on to every single person out there from the east, west, north, or the south, wherever it is you might be watching this from? You're welcome to the show. Our show, your show, the only show that keeps you going each and every day. They call it Tea Time on Plus TV Africa. My name is Miles, the eighth wonder of the world, and I do this with my people every now and then. We come on this table and we break it down, we analyze, dissect, and talk about everything and anything that might be happening in the entertainment space or world, right? I have Uime, who's looking, I don't know, what's that capping smile? Uime is looking like, you're looking like a little bit under the weather. How are you doing, darling?
I'm fine.
You are?
Yeah.
You're sure you're good?
Yeah.
No heartbreaks?
No.
Nobody's messing with your heart?
Nah, I've passed.
So what you
no
got?
lovers, no boyfriend.
No, for now I want to be focused.
So you wanna?
Yeah, I want to be focused.
You wanna be focused?
Yeah.
All right. Alright, Toby, how you doing? Cash money?
I'm good. I'm good.
You are?
Yeah.
I saw you having a bit of an issue before we came on the show.
Big sister problems.
Right. So I heard some universities now, some private universities, that when you don't go for attendance, when you
It's not some
Private
all
university.
like you
private
can't sit.
universities.
You
for
can't
your-
If
sit
you
for
don't
exam.
meet
80%.
Percentage of.
Yeah,
Of
of
attendance.
attendance.
Yes,
Yes, you can't write
I
exam.
think that's cool. I kind of like it. Yeah, I think it's cool. What's the purpose of you being in school if not if you not being
Actually,
there?
yeah, actually true.
Like, so yeah, I think
But there are
it's
some schools that used to overdo it. Like the school I went to, everything is connected. If you don't go to church, you
Yeah,
don't
same
go
here
to
too.
class.
Same here.
So once you don't go to church and you don't do attendance in church,
cool.
Church.
you can't go
Yeah.
to class.
Anyways, we are always here, so our own attendance can never be, it cannot even be below 90%. It's always like 100 plus. You can also be part of the conversation by calling in on 09098408408. I share your opinions on everything and anything we might be talking about today. Today's Throwback Thursday, one of my favorite days of the week. I really love Throwback Thursdays. But today I just share one or two things that we talk about and say and use almost every time, and we actually don't know exactly what they mean. So let's start with the Wi-Fi. What exactly does Wi-Fi mean?
For connection now.
I thought it was for brushing my teeth. Obviously.
Wireless,
What is the full name of Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi.
wireless internet,
Flexible. Wireless internet. Flexible. Wait, Wi-Fi is WIF.
And I just feel it's wireless something.
Wireless fidelity. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, that's what it means.
Wireless fidelity.
So what about the USB?
Universal. US. Standard.
Okay, standard living, but universal what? We all use it all the time. USB. What exactly does it mean?
Universal standard. Boosted.
Billing.
Billing.
You say what? Billing. Did you just say billing? You say universal. The USB is Universal Serial Bus.
Oh.
You
Universal Serial
know, man,
Bus.
someone's
And
telling
we
me
use
say
it all the
serial,
time.
serial,
But
right?
yeah, give me your USB now. Okay, what about the PDF?
PDF. People Democratic.
PDF have full meaning.
Wait, so
PDF.
PDF has a full meaning?
Duh!
Wow.
There's problem. There's problem. There's serious problem.
They don't teach us that one in school.
They did. You just
They
didn't
not
take
teach us.
cognizance. Okay, let's even forget. What about work? We use it all the time. Look,
Work.
please let me put that thing in PDF format.
I'll now say help me put that in
Put that
portable
documents.
document format.
Exactly. Portable document format. Oh, so you just guessed.
Yeah.
That's what the PDF.
Possible.
Really?
Portable document format.
Document.
I'm thinking deep.
You're
All right, and the final one is the GPS. We all talk about. Okay, check your
Geometrical.
GPS.
Toby, you went too fast.
GPS.
GPS. Guidance.
Okay, Angel, I'm listening. Isn't that guidance?
Heard that GPS. Guidance.
The S is your system.
Yeah, it's a system. Yes.
Geo something system.
It's global.
Oh, global.
Global positioning system.
I got the system.
Global positioning system.
I got the system, so I
GPS.
tried.
All right, so there you have it. In case you use all these items all the time, and you're like, wow,
I've learned today.
You understand what a UPS, what the USB is, the Wi-Fi is, the PDF is, and the GPS. Who can relate with that?
Everybody can relate. We all can relate.
Your salary is like, it's just
Your bills are like this.
The bills are just choking you.
And the salary is coming to come and help you, and it's not even enough. And the bills like, if you don't get out of here.
Like there was a time when I guess it's just that thing. They say more money, more problems, right? There was a time when I was earning a certain amount of money, right? It was enough for me. Then after a while, it was still just me. It's not enough again. It's not enough again. I'm still earning that same salary. Like it's just crazy. The bills are just
Extreme.
And it's always when you now
there's
get
always
your
something.
when you get your salary, I see there's one spirit that something just happens to just now spoil that you now have to use money. And fix.
And it's so sad how the salaries just never get reviewed. Like everything is expensive, transportation is expensive,
Salary is
food
the
is
same.
expensive, but
Salary
the minimum
is
wage
the
is
same.
just there looking at you like they play.
They play,
They
just
play.
they play.
But you see one thing about Nigerians I like, yeah? They have this never die spirit. They just keep going. They
Yeah,
just
so we keep
pushing.
pushing.
They just look for alternative ways to actually just survive. Right. So yeah, if you can relate that video, we are together. Don't worry, right? We are all together. We understand. Such violence. Like the man said, God, like how?
Nigerians are violent, no matter the geopolitical situation or environment. Violence is inbuilt within us.
No, but now, do you guys think that that prank was a bit too far, or do you think it was just?
He should have stopped at a point when he saw that the man wasn't budging and everything.
But when go the abroad, go and
hustle. So at the beginning it was kind of funny, but it got to a point that was obvious that this man was not into the joke, so he should have just stopped.
But for me, the prank wasn't really that bad compared to the ones we always
agreed.
Yeah.
But if anyone steps up to you now and starts calling you mom on the street like a kid, and the child is really serious about it and starts dragging your clothes and pulling you up and down, what would you do?
And we run before they say.
And the child is still running after you, and you know how Lagosian the Nigerians can be.
Do not gather. Yeah, true.
So what would you do? How do you think you get out of that situation?
That's deep.
That's deep.
It's really deep.
But thinking about it.
What? I'll just say, okay, come. Let's be going. So at least so that
you leave that gathering.
Yeah, so let's disperse the crowd.
We are walking into the nearest police station.
I'm telling you.
I'll just take that child to the nearest.
Because before you know it, Nigerians and Lagosians just tend the way of making things go from 0 to 100.
Yes,
100.
You just don't do justice for no reason.
Exactly.
Like, what did I do?
Yeah,
so
true.
I'll be like, okay, my child, let's go. Let's leave. Let everybody be going their own way.
Right in that moment, I'll just call the police.
You won't see. Let me tell you.
You just call 911 in Nigeria.
In Nigeria.
Before they answer you. You have not try it one day. Just call 911, play and see.
I remember, no, let me know now.
Wait,
let me confess. When I was small, I used to prank.
Oh, we all do that. We all.
Wait, does it it actually works?
It used to. I don't know about now.
You won't have a situation where you need to.
I don't know about now, but then
I'll call them after the show.
What's their number first?
With your own line, Sha. Okay. I'm very sure next time in her life, if someone said, "Oh, let's go for some adventure now,"
but you know it's always the first time that is scary.
What?
The first time is always scary.
Okay, so if you think she had this kind of experience, you think she will want to do it a second time?
She will now.
She
might.
If she actually enjoyed it, she actually want to do it again.
See, there are some things I want to do with you people. As much as I'm very adventurous. I want to do this. You see, my acrophobia, it's on the high. My fear of heights it's scary.
But it's still something you want to do.
I want to do it, but I don't think I will do it. Right? What if it's that time that something have happened? What if that's the time? You understand? Person now go, but they're not using mop to pack person for. No. They're not.
You've watched too much cartoons.
And movies.
Yeah, movies.
Yeah, especially
but I still want to do it. Sometimes
skydiving, right?
Skydiving, bungee jumping. It's something I want to do.
Okay.
I'm scared.
But there are so many casualties that have been recorded with this skydiving.
I will not be a casualty.
The rope will just cut.
It's how the sister. It's how the girl just crossed to
the other side.
Flipping the script around, the same prank was now played on a woman. See the way she took it.
Reacted, yeah.
That means that you need to be relaxing.
God, the woman was just thinking maybe I can collect money from him. Let me just try and play along, and if money will come out, that's why she played along.
Or maybe she has seen videos of this kind of pranks online and. Okay, she was like, okay, you know what? Since this one is now, let me
at the same time, you know, when you're just people like, and he said mom, so she was thinking like maybe somebody I've known before, like you've grown up, that's why she just played along. That's another thing. Maybe I've known him before. Anyways, let's move into the stories for today. Asake is in the news again. This time around, guess what happened to this guy? It's Shokoto. Did not hear this time, and he didn't jump into the crowd. Afrobeat superstar Asake has continued his fine form with the release of his sophomore album, Work of Art. After dominating 2022, now his new album, Work of Art, is on the Billboard 12 songs off that album is on the Billboard U.S Afrobeat chart.
Wow.
That is
That's
huge. Now, I said this before. Brahma is also there somewhere with a huge dominance of his own, and he's calm down. Just it has not stopped. Anyways, I said this and I'll say this again. You see, Asake's work of art is actually work of art. If you need to listen to that album,
Yeah, the song, the
Yeah, I think I'm
album.
going to see
that
it.
album is amazing. He did more of lyrical prowesses on this. He went in lyrically on this one more than the Let's Dance.
Yeah.
There are danceable tracks there, but
If
it was
you listen
more
to the
about the
lyrics,
lyrics.
yeah.
Now.
The one I love is Lonely at the Top. That one.
That's
Lonely at the Top. That one.
you sabi something. So yeah, so a big congratulations to Asake. It's good to see him up there doing well for himself. I just hope after this album, he can maybe switch up a little bit.
Switch up to what?
So
Switch up the sound a little bit to something
Different.
Give us a different
Different
album
feel.
entirely.
Yeah.
Apart from the I'm a piano, let's not hide behind who.
Yeah, I think his beats are kind of always like
All
similar.
this
similar, yeah.
And he should change his producer. Sound that guy that says that. What does the guy say?
If you has me. But then it's a good one for him. You know, we keep saying this thing every day, every time. Morning, afternoon, night. Afrobeat to the world.
Yeah,
Simple,
actually,
short,
Afrobeat to the
classic,
world.
simple, not too much talk.
Yeah.
But doing good.
All right. So moving away from Asake, who knows Skiibi? Who remembers Skiibi?
Oh,
Yeah, he's in the news now. Skiibi is sharing his grass to grace story from Ojolegba to owning houses in Lekki. In an interview he was on recently on the Afrobeat podcast, the Nigerian artist talked about an array of topics, including his impressive come-up, revealing his humble beginnings. Abe Elias, that's his name, popularly known as Skiibi, said he used to live in Ojolegba. What is wrong with Ojolegba? There he had to engage in different hustles to survive before he became popular. After his come-up, the single... after his come up, the singer was able to slowly afford the better things in life and eventually buy one house, then eventually 4 additional homes in Lekki Peninsula. Hey God, I beg. Well, one of the pricey areas in Lagos. Now, the singer went further to explain how he barely needs to pay for anything aside from petrol because he has everything he needs at home, including a recording studio which brings him money. Skiibi was signed way back in days. He was signed to 5-Star Music. Now, 5-Star Music is owned by what's it called? Oja Piano people.
Okay,
Them Casey and
E-Money.
Yeah, that's where he was before. That when he faked his death. So I don't know. In the interview, I was looking at the interview like, why didn't he talk about when he faked his death?
Why is he talking about this one?
You guys, Skiibi faked his death.
I'm just
Skiibi is the
hearing
only
this.
Nigerian musician I know that rose apart from Jesus Christ. Skiibi is the only Nigerian. He faked his death. Like videos were
So
circulating
DSF
everywhere.
was actually not capping.
Wow.
The videos and everything was everywhere. People were calling. He posted the video by himself. It was scary because he faked his own death because he went to drop single.
There's a level to which you do promotional stuff and you be like, this is too much.
This is too much, actually.
So that was when, for me, I just lost a lot of
interest
respect for
in
him. Like, really, you had to.
Like
fake
that
your
was
death.
too extreme.
You had to fake. It was
That
people
was
were
too extreme.
crying.
No,
people were calling
No.
with pictures and videos of him on the floor, like lifeless body.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just because you're there to promote. I mean, I know there's a certain level of PR you do to and make people anticipate your song. I mean, look at the one what's this guy's name?
Who's that? What is it? Who's
Who?
Explain him.
Ladipo.
Ladipo.
Okay.
The one he did with Lai, Kidnap, and I mean that was a wonderful build up to his music. But faking your death. When the song come out, I will not even want to listen to it because they have put me through emotional trauma.
Yeah. And speaking of the story, it's good to see him that. Okay, it's good to see that.
Everybody has a grass.
Started from the
Everybody has
beginning.
a grass to grace story, but I think he should have included the fact that he faked his death.
Probably the podcast or the person I was interviewing didn't bring it up.
Yeah, actually.
And so you couldn't add that one to
Man,
that.
Why will you add it?
How will he
Why would I add it? It's one of the biggest. Look, one of the biggest stories about Skiibi is that particular story.
but
if you
type Skiibi right now, those are the things that will pop up.
But
first.
the topic of discussion was his grass to grace.
Everybody has
story.
grass grace. You fake your death.
I'm in the middle of, I'm in between the grass and the grace.
Oh,
Wait,
about
grass and the grace. Okay.
yeah, in between. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I'm in the middle.
Okay, you're on the top floor, not topmost floor, but just first floor.
Just first
Okay.
floor.
Anyways, let's talk about this now. One of the best times in the lives of salary earners or 9 to 5 hours, it's the end of the month. You start hearing bing, 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 bing,
Yeah.
bing, bing. Like, you don't see them. You don't see them.
Yeah.
Like everybody's excited when it's getting to 25th, 26th, right? Not in all organizations, but like we now, we're bad like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is not even about us. Anyway, yeah. So somebody says you are ungrateful if you receive your salary and didn't tell your boss thank you. This is coming from a clergy man. His name is Gospel Agochukwu. The Nigerian clergy man, Gospel Agochukwu, has gotten social media users talking after sharing his thoughts about employer-employee relationship. In a post shared on his Facebook page, Agochukwu stated that any employee that receives his or her salary and doesn't thank the boss is an ingrate. Now, before you guys jump into this, I have a friend who works in Ibadan, right? She's like one of the top, as one particular comes to the top there. She said her boss always expects them to say thank you when you pay her. When you pay them.
Yeah, I know.
Like, she wants to say, thank you, ma. Thank you. But I'm like, I don't understand why.
Yeah, I actually heard of an organization too that once you receive your salary, everybody must go to the boss's office and say, thank you, sir.
09098408408. What do you think about this? You can also drop a message on our social media platform and let us know. Like, I'm supposed to tell my boss, boss, thank you for giving my salary. I worked for it.
For work where I work. Yeah, now.
So if there's anybody who should be thanking somebody, I think
it's the boss.
Thank you for doing a good job.
Yeah, thank you.
Amazing what you do. Thank you for your diligence. Thank you for.
When I saw it on IG yesterday, I just burst out laughing because I'm like, what? I wake up every morning.
JB. If I not wake up, I'm with you. You're saying.
How you see? I wake up every morning, come to work, and then at the end of the day, you pay me what is entitled to the work.
Your wages, right?
And you now want to go and say, oh,
thank you, sir.
But at the same time, I don't think there's anything wrong with saying thank you.
Okay, so no,
but don't mandate. Don't tell me that you are an ingrate if I don't say thank you. How am I an ingrate?
So
Why don't you do the job
imagine us,
yourself?
all of us lining up now.
Lining up.
In front of
MD's
door.
MD will even chase you. You know, our MD doesn't have time for things like this. Like, I don't understand. What are you people doing here?
So we came to come and say
thank you. For me, right, my own take on this is, it's so funny how a lot of we Nigerians still have this poverty mentality, and that's why and that's why things really don't work. Things are not really working in Nigeria. Do you get? Because we are always, I don't know who is actually giving us this mindset that we have. Do you get? You woke up in the morning, like you said, and you went to work. I mean, they paying you.
It was an agreement we had.
Like there's a contract, there's a form already filled. Did you get?
I do this, you give me this. It's not like there was, I beg you to give it to me. It's it's my entire.
You are entitled to it, even in the constitution in Nigeria. Even in the constitution.
It political.
Yes, now even in the constitution, it's there. Everybody is entitled to wages. So
labor law.
Exactly.
Okay, so right. So do you guys agree with them? Do you think you should not thank your bosses?
No, I'm not saying you should not thank your boss, but like
you are an ingrate if you don't say thank you to your boss.
The way he's saying is that it's a compulsory something.
Yeah.
Because I know there's probably I know there's an organization that is right there, is in the staff handbook.
You're joking. Is that what?
At the end of the month, you receive your salary, you go to your boss.
Are you joking? You're kidding.
Me serious. I'm saying something serious. You have to say thank you.
I resign. Keep your work.
It's if you don't, if you don't, there's a probability that you get a query, or they call you and talk to you and be like, oh, you received your salary, didn't you? Yes. So why didn't you do what is needed of you?
Okay. That being said, I don't know if you guys agree with what we're talking about today. It's about, look, after receiving your salary, do you think you should go to your boss or send your boss a message and say, oh, thank you for giving my salary? Because somebody, a pastor, thinks if you don't say thank you to your boss, you are an ingrate. What do you guys think? I'm waiting to hear from you.